Money is often called the new religion. People act like somewhere along the way we stopped worshiping gods and started worshiping cash. But if you look closer, you realize that money was never new. It's always been a kind of religion, you know. The altar just changed shape. In ancient times, right, people sacrificed goats, grains, or even their own blood to keep their gods happy. But today, we sacrifice time, health, and family to keep our bank accounts happy. Different altars, same devotion. But check it out though. If you think about it, if you think about how universal this has been, in Mesopotamia, temples weren't just religious. They were banks. Priests managed wealth and offerings. In ancient Egypt, gold wasn't just for decoration for the pharaohs, it was proof of divine authority. In West Africa, cowries were currency, but also sacred shells tied to Orisha worship and cultural meaning. In the Inca tribe, labor tax called mita wasn't just economics, it was spiritual duty to the state. Money and faith weren't separate, they were fused. Now, fast forward to today. Banks are our temples. Credit cards are prayer beads. We tithe through taxes, we worship through consumerism. Even the language gives it away. We talk about believing in the market and having faith in the system. Investors are called angels. Debt is the original sin. Bankruptcy is excommunication. And just like religion, money builds hierarchies, pecking orders. Some people are high priests of finance, politicians, bankers, billionaires. And the rest of us, we bring our offerings in the form of rent, bills, wages. We call it work, but it feels a lot like worship. But here's the trick though. Religion promised salvation later. Money promises salvation now. Religion said, suffer today, you will be rewarded in heaven. Money says, suffer today, you will be rewarded with retirement. Or maybe the weekend. Both depend on belief. Both demand sacrifice. Both shape behavior. Look at how people behave. Wars used to be fought in the name of gods. Now wars are fought in the name of resources. Oil, trade routes, or markets. Nations bend not to define scriptures but to financial pressure. Sanction hurts more than swords. Inflation terrifies more than curses. Tell a man the gods are hungry. He might shrug it off. Who cares? Tell him the dollar is collapsing and watch panic spread. Money gives rituals too. We pray at ATMs. We worship sales on Black Friday. We pilgrimage to Wall Street, to Dubai, to Shanghai stock exchanges like they're holy cities. People line up for the new iPhone. Just the way devotees line up to touch relics. The ritual never left. They just switched symbols. And like all religion, money creates guilt and shame. Can't pay your bill? You're a sinner. Struggling with debt? You need redemption. You're poor, and society treats you like you're spiritually bankrupt. Meanwhile, the rich are treated like gods among men. People hang on their every word, even when they are wrong. But here's where the comparison cuts deep though. Religion was supposed to guide morality. Money doesn't care about morality. Money rewards exploitation, the same way it rewards innovation. Money doesn't bless the righteous, it blesses the relentless. So is money the new religion, or has it always been one? Because from Egypt to Mali, from Rome to the Aztec Empire, from Hindu temples filled with gold to Shinto shrines where offerings turned into wealth, the story is the same. We have always linked the sacred to the valuable. The difference now is honesty. If you think about it, at least with religion, we admitted it was faith. With money, we pretend it's math. But if you look closer, markets rise and fall on belief, speculation, and trust. That is faith by another name, if you think about it. The masculine truth is this: money can be a god if you let it. But it can also be a tool. The question isn't whether money has become a religion. The question is whether you are worshiping it blindly or using it wisely. Because worshiping money means it owns you. Using money means you own your life. So maybe money isn't the new religion. Maybe it's the oldest one we've ever had. Unless you really believe the next paycheck is your salvation. I'll catch you in the next one.